Salon Chat. Yes, honey. Yes. So I'm here today with one of my long time clients, Olivia. Olivia, say hi. And normally I don't do this because when I do Salon Chat with you all, and you know with Salon Chat, we don't gossip. It is nothing but good tea in here because I am educating you. We are telling you about things that come up in the salon and conversation that people need to know more about. So that is what we do here in Salon Chat. And so Olivia is one of my clients who used to be relaxed.
Yep.
And so now we have taken her out of relaxer. So her hair was super long, and then I cut it all off. And I'm gonna see. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I have some pictures. If I have some pictures, I'll get her to send me some. Maybe I could post some up. If I don't, you just have to take my word for it. But anyway, so we have been working on her hair, which is now beautiful and healthy, and it's getting back long again. We're going to see if we can get it back to the length that it once was, but she had a beautiful cut, and we had to do that for certain reasons. So I'm going back. The reason why I'm doing this today as I'm doing her hair is simply because a lot of people ask me about relaxing and coloring and natural hair, because that is mostly, I do a lot of natural hair, and I take people off of relaxers for several different reasons. Now, I still have people that do relax, and that's fine. It's a personal preference. But when things begin to go on with your hair, then we have to make some choices.
Yep.
And that is what I had Olivia to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to tell your situation?
Well, first of all, I am not sad that we made the decision to go natural. First, we had to cut it, and here we are.
Now, why do we have to cut it?
Because it was a bit damaged, and I didn't want to go through the process of waiting for it to grow out. So I wanted to speed it up a little bit. So that's why we cut it.
So yes, like Olivia was saying, her hair began to start breaking, and not to mention, life stresses in and of itself, that is a contributor. So before actually deciding to go natural, one of the things that I did with her was, and this is what all stylists should be doing when it comes to trying to figure out what is actually going on with your client's hair and scalp, okay? Now, her hair is healthy, her scalp has always been healthy, but it did come to a point where some things was going on. So now we got to ask some questions, right? Mm-hmm. And so the questions that were asked, well, I know Olivia for many years.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have to go through medication, but I did. Is Olivia on medication? And the answer was,
at the time, no, not really, no.
Exactly. So she wasn't on any medication. She doesn't have any ailments going on, such as thyroid, fibroids, just, it's a whole, of course I can't think now because I'm trying to tell you stuff, but there's a array of things that we go through when we're talking about what is going on with the hair and the body. So she doesn't have any ailments, no lupus, none of those things that would usually cause the hair to start breaking off out of nowhere all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
So we went through that. Then we went through, okay, so what has changed? Right. What could be causing it? What has changed in Olivia's life? Now, this is important, and this is why your stylist should be asking you. It doesn't matter how many years you have been doing your client, but these are questions that need to be asked all the time. So now again, understanding the changes that are going on, and this is what your stylist should be asking. It doesn't matter whether you've been going to your stylist for 20, 30 years, or if you're new to your stylist. We always need to ask these questions because life changes, right? Life be life, and don't it?
Right.
So now I'm asking Olivia, what is going on? What stresses do you have in your life that could be causing your hair to go through a change? What hormonally could be going on? Because that's another thing. So we go through the life stresses, and sure enough, there's a few things that have changed in her life. She got kids that are in sports, and they are heavy in sports. And so with the running around with that, that plays a role because that's stress. You got two boys who are heavily into sports, and not just one, but multiple sports. So that's a stressor there.
That's a lot.
Right. The next thing now, remember we talked about medication. She's not on anything. However, I hope you don't mind.
No.
Okay. She has had a surgery a while ago. And because of that surgery, that caused a hormonal change. Olivia, like myself, I talked about this when I first had it, the hysterectomy. That causes a hormonal change.
Yeah.
So we have the stress and the hormonal change. Now, with a hysterectomy, the doctors lie to you and tell you if you have your ovaries that you're not going to go straight into menopause.
Right.
That is a complete and total lie. And you can go back and watch my salon chats when I talk about how the hormonal changes made me feel until I got that under control with medication. Okay? So those are the things that was going on with Olivia. She had just the stresses of running around with the boys with their sporting events, practice, games, and all of that, to the hormonal changes from the surgery. So once we realized, okay, this is what's going on, then we decided we're going to have to cut it.
Something has to give.
Yeah. Because, and the reason why, because she likes color. So the relaxer and color are not mixing. Now, when you're younger, you can kind of play around with it and it might not affect you too much. But when you become of a certain age, that's when it really starts affecting you. So then you have to make some choices, right? So Liv, we had to make choices, right?
Yep.
Now, what were your concerns with going natural?
The big thing for me, okay, first of all, I had to cut it. So then I've never had my hair that short. So it was trying to, how am I going to look? How am I going to handle it? How am I going to manage my own hair? So I had to learn how to, well, apart from I'd come to you to get it done, of course, but when I don't come to you during the week, how do I maintain it? That was my fear.
Right.
So that was one. And it's just, how am I going to look and feel without my hair being long? That was an adjustment. Yeah, that was an adjustment for me. But I really did enjoy my hair being as short as it was. And sometimes I'm tempted to get it cut that short again. But we will just let it grow and grow. Yeah. And I'm seeing a huge difference. Oh, I don't want to get ahead of you.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm seeing a huge difference with just being natural with it, just with the color. Without the relaxer, it's thriving so much better with my color in it. The color is not affecting it in a negative way at all. So I'm happy about that.
So that was a good decision that you made.
It was an awesome decision. I don't regret it at all.
See, I'm happy to hear that. You see? And see, the other thing too is when you are taking care of the hair. So Liv is one of my clients that I don't really worry about taking care of her hair at home. Now, of course, going from relaxed to natural was a big adjustment for her.
It was. Because I kept forgetting that, your hair is natural now. It's not relaxed, so it's not going to behave the same way. It's not going to do the same thing. It's not going to look the same way. So that was kind of...
With Liv learning to work this natural hair. She worked it out, with my guidance, and
Yes.
I explained to her some of the things she needed to do when she's away from me, and she also got product. Product is a valuable tool in working with your hair, whether you're relaxed or natural or what have you, right?
Yes.
So everybody knows I put this up in a short before, and you can go back and look at that short. I use Influence hair products. That's all I use, Influence, right? And I've shown that before, and you can see it here. I'm working with Influence. So she's purchased those products from me: shampoos, conditioners, hair creams, foam, all of that, to help her navigate on her natural hair journey. And that has been a big help. Including, I do also make my own products. I make my own oils. So I make my own hair and body oil.
And what's the
Oh, and I make my. What you see me putting on at the beginning was my wax stick.
Yes, the wax.
I make that, and I also make a hair growth serum. So my clients, many people buy it. People, the men at the barbershop that my husband and my son go to, they love it. Lots of people love my products.
It's good
that I make. So between Influence and my hair oils and hair waxes, that's what we've been using, because the key is making sure, especially when you've transitioned from, even though she did the big chop, it's still a transition.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, right? From
was.
relaxed to natural, we still have to make sure that the hair and scalp is good.
Yes.
And like I said, her hair has always been healthy. Her scalp has always been healthy. And remember that your scalp is skin. So if your skin is dry, if you're looking at your arms and your hands and they're dry, your scalp is most likely dry too.
Yeah.
And which is why I preach all the time, and I've said it in other videos, you have to drink water.
Yes.
Yeah, that hydration is
important.
Key. Yeah. So, with all of that, I also asked Liv, what is more important to you? Having your hair straight or having it colored? Because she likes color. So, we had to weigh that option too.
Yes.
And so, Liv was like, well, I like the color.
Yes. I love color. Yes, I love color.
So, that was the final decision. And let's just do it. Yeah. So we did that, and this is where we're at today. It's grown out a whole lot. Yeah, because she was short. And it has grown out a whole lot. And she looked beautiful with the short hair.
I love it.
Got plenty of compliments too, didn't you?
Yes. Yes. I love it.
Yep. And so that's where we're at today. So what we've been doing, moving forward with her hair to get it even to this point today, we have been conditioning. We do the coloring, as you can see, but we have been conditioning, hot oil treatments, proteins, just to make sure that her hair continues to stay healthy.
Yes.
And again, she does a pretty good job at home of taking care of her hair, so I don't really worry about Liv too much.
I try not to do too much to my hair too. I just wash it and try to do the same, like just moisturize the scalp and do that at home. So that it's not so difficult when I come back to see you.
And also, one of the things Liv learned, because she had been relaxed so long, she forgot what her natural curl pattern looked like.
I had no idea what my it was a surprise to me.
Yes.
To see my hair. Like,
yeah, you didn't realize that you had all these beautiful, luscious curls.
I had no idea.
Yep. So in doing that, she learned, I can do my hair curly if I wanted to.
Yes.
So like if she really wanted to, she can do a shampoo and go with the leave-in conditioners and a little bit of foam or curling cream, and it'll look pretty. And even her, when she decides to do her twist out, her twist out is gorgeous.
Yes.
So yeah, so
not even that I knew I could do.
she learned
But I
how to do
figured it
that
out.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, she
I
learned
could
how to do all of that, which was amazing. I'm so proud that she learned how to manage this natural hair.
Yeah.
Now I will give you a secret. We say natural, but because she has color,
Right.
technically she is not natural because she has a chemical. The color is a chemical.
Yes.
But you know, you guys
I learned that
stupid.
recently.
Right.
How recent?
Just now, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, you know, but she can still do all the lovely things that people like to do with natural hair.
Yes.
It's just that she has the color.
So it's like I'm living in both worlds.
Yes.
Almost. Without the hair damage. Yeah.
Exactly. And that was the key. So, you know, I really wanted to do this video just to kind of give you an insight on that relaxer versus going natural and what makes some people decide to leave a relaxer. Now, of course, it's all, again, personal preference and what you choose and how you choose to care for your hair, what makes life easier for you, because once coming out of a relaxer, it is a drastic change in learning how to work with this natural hair. And if you are not a hair person, and as much as Liv thinks she's not a hair person, she is. Liv does an excellent job.
I've learned. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but you even before, when you had a relaxer, you know how to set your own hair.
Yes,
a lot of people don't know how to do that, you know. So you're pretty good. That's why I wasn't really worried about you.
Yeah.
So, you know, when making those decisions on whether to keep your relaxer or go natural, that's one of the things we look at. What is your lifestyle like? Can you truly handle being natural? Are you that person that will take care of your hair? And if you're not that person, and if you know, I just can't take care of my hair, I just can't do it, then we'll keep you in a relaxer because that's what's comfortable for you.
Easier.
And
right?
and easier. But we will make sure to do what we need to do if it's damaged to get it back healthy.
Right.
So that's really what it's about. And again, ask all the questions you have of your stylist, because you're here to get educated. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to educate you. That is part of our job, as well as making sure, and you know how I am, I make sure that my client is totally cared for from body to head.
Yeah,
I
that's
nurture
That's
every part. I nurture their emotional well-being.
Oh yeah.
Every part of them is Liv can tell you.
Oh yes, definitely.
You know, that is my job. I am in here. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit, but I am in here every day. This is my ministry.
Yes.
And I am in here every day,
Yeah.
praying with people, giving them a word from God that comes to me, because you never know what someone is going through. Clients really don't come. I mean, yes, they come to get their hair done. Don't get me wrong. They come for that. But what they really come for is for somebody to talk to.
Yep.
And the thing about them coming in here for that is because it's easier to talk to someone when they're not having to look at you face to face. Now, sometimes we'll look face to face, right? Yes. But when you can just talk freely and not have to see someone face to face,
see their reaction. Like,
exactly.
Maybe I don't want to say that.
It's easier, and in doing so, you get. I know from me. I don't know about anybody else, but from me, what you get is a loving response, and that because I truly care for my clients, and I love my clients.
Yeah, and we love you too.
Oh, thank you. So they're not just getting great hair care, great hairstyles, but they're also getting a total nurturing.
It's like the whole person is being taken care of.
Yes, and that is what we're supposed to do as stylists. When we chose to do this, and whether you know it or not, especially younger people, whether you know it or not, you have stepped into a whole nother realm.
Yep.
A whole nother realm of making sure. So, yeah, taking care of your client on a whole nother level. And so, like I said, I'm going to make sure that my client's hair and scalp is taken care of. But when they leave from here, I want to make sure that they are feeling their best. Not that their hair is just looking good, but they themselves
feel good inside out.
Yes, yes.
Like, oh, I just talked through that, and it's like you're leaving with a heavy load lifted. It's gone.
And that's that's our job.
Refreshed because you look in the mirror, you look good too. So you're feeling good. Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do. So if there are any green stylists out here looking at this, remember that you have to take care of the total client.
It's not just doing hair.
Right. It's so much more
than doing hair.
Yes. And when I'm in the classroom teaching because I am an instructor, but when I am in the classroom teaching, that is what I make sure my students understand. That it's not just about doing hair. And I'm also teaching them, of course, the proper way to do things and all of that. But it's much more to it than doing hair. This is a gift. This is an art. And it's also a ministry. And you have to understand that. And I don't care how anyone worships. My thing is, I need to let you know that, or you need to understand. I don't have to let you know. But I want you to understand that there is somebody bigger who created you and who loves you.
Oh, yeah.
So that is what I do in here.
Yeah. So. And then you got to make sure you take care of yourself too.
That's right. Self-care is a big thing. And we all suffer from not really doing a whole lot of self-care. But we do try. But we have to do better with that, especially us women. Because we tend to take on the role of everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So, with that being said, today, I hope you have learned something. I hope I have answered some questions, and you can always leave questions in the comment below. And you can reach out and ask questions. You can also let me know what you would like for me to talk about. If there's something that you're not understanding, something that you need to ask, you can ask me. I am here. I'm available. I will answer and I will tell you. You know what I'm saying? I normally don't work and do hair, but I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to explain about transitioning from relaxer to natural with color.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy you asked me to be a part of it.
Good. So everyone remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and press the notification bell so you know the next time I have a great video coming for you. So thank you. That is the end of Salon Chat. Yes.